Sorry I'm late, everybody. I got home late because I was watching Ninja 2 with my family. And now I'm here. Yeah, we watched the movie at it started at 6:35. And it ended at around 9. And then I bought groceries, and then I drove back, and then I had to shower and everything. But I'm here now. And yeah, I've got a few, not really that many things to talk about, but I do kind of want to talk about Ninja 2 a little bit. Anyways, hi Domino. Hi, got home late. I'm Domino, fuck you. I am not got home late. I'm Ribian's Space Orc VTuber. And anyways, I liked Ninja 2. It was a really good movie. I'm not gonna lie. There were a few things about the movie that I was not really, fond of. But other than that, it was a really good movie. What was I not fond of? The poop and piss jokes. Yeah, that's about it. It's a movie made for kids, I think, except there's blood, so maybe not a kids movie, but it had a lot of potty humor, and that was a part that I didn't like. It was weird, but I think kid me would have liked it. So if I was a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old watching this movie, I would be like, this is the best fucking movie ever, because it is actually really good. The pacing was really nice. The writing was the writing is fine. I don't have opinions on the writing. The animation was phenomenal. The fight scenes were really good as well. And yeah, it's just a really good movie. I didn't watch the first one, so I was a little bit confused about the characters because I didn't know which characters were recurring characters or new characters, but I think a lot of them were characters from the first movie. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie, and I would recommend people to watch it. Maybe watch the first movie or not. I don't really care. I don't think you need to watch the first movie to get it. They kind of explain a little bit of it, but it's just a movie to watch that you don't really have to care that much about the plot. You can just look at how cool everything looks. Anyways, hi Kawa, welcome to the stream. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I was late because I was watching the movie, and then I got home late. But I'm here now, and I'm going to be streaming for just a little bit longer than yesterday's stream. I was about to say longer than my usual streams, but my usual streams are 4 hours. I've been streaming for less than 4 hours per stream. So technically, I've been streaming less than usual. But I guess I'll stream maybe 4-ish plus hours tonight. What movie are we talking about? We're talking about the critically acclaimed hit movie from China that broke the record for highest grossing animated movie, Ninja 2. And I can absolutely see why it broke a lot of records. The start of it, I was kind of I don't really know if I'm gonna like it. The kind of humor it had at the start was very potty humor. And the character designs, obviously there are animated cartoony characters, and I wasn't a fan of the stylization of some of the characters, but in the end, you know what, that was fine. Character stylization aside, the animation was amazing. Some of the character designs were actually really fucking cool, and some of them were also very bland it's Chinese. It's a Chinese movie, and Chinese movies love making pretty face character design. So a lot of the characters they just had a lot of pretty face characters in there. There were characters where I was oh, there's a dragon, and he's an old dude, and I was oh wow, I can't wait to see what he looks like when he turns human. And when he turns human, he just looks like a pretty faced man, and I'm just oh. But there were also some very good looking, not pretty faced men, so you know what, I can't complain. Hi George Based. No, I'm actually really scared of what Marvel Rivals is gonna be like in the future because of, it's a Chinese company making the game and they love prettifying every character. So like I'm scared that they might just prettify like a whole bunch of new characters, but currently like all the characters look really good in Marvel Rivals. But yeah, they have a habit of just like making every character like, pretty, which makes them feel like, same face syndrome-ish, but whatever. Anyways, Ninja 2 is good. Go watch it or not, I don't really care. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I unfortunately missed 2 minutes of the movie because I had to go pee twice because I ate dinner right before and I drank an entire large cup of Coke. And then in the cinema, I still had Coke. I had like another large cup of Coke. So I had to pee. Anyways, enough yapping. Let me swap on over to art. Hey, where's my art? Where am I? Oh, I'm in the void. Oh, there it is. Anyways, like I said, I wasn't really expecting much from the movie. I kind of knew, it's so popular. There was no way it was gonna be bad. However, from the few advertisements that has been shown to me, I was very, very scared of watching the movie because the singular ad that gets recommended to like me when I'm like watching a YouTube video is cringe, because they put the character Neza with like a really annoying face saying a very annoying line in a very annoying voice. Luckily, that was a one-time thing in the movie. He in fact did not say that, he does not behave that way throughout the whole movie, and it was literally a line from a singular part of the movie. And once he said that, he was fine for the literal rest of the movie. So thank fucking God, because if he behaved the same way as that advertisement, I was going to fucking hate the entire movie. But actually, I like the character. His personality is pretty fun. He's supposed to be a Kusogaki, except he's also just like very relatable. Yeah, just to put it, he was very relatable. So like, yeah, good movie. It defied my expectations. At the start of the movie, I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like enjoy the rest of this movie, like just watching like, the current like plot. But nah, it became way better, and the fight scenes were pretty fucking cool. I won't lie. Not some of them. Honestly, best fight scenes I've seen in like a 3D animated movie. It was really good. The animation was very pretty. And the fight scenes were pretty unique, ? I mean, like they explored a lot of like different fight scene concepts, and I thought it was really cool. So like, yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys have been well. Like I said, I'm gonna be streaming just a little bit longer than like my usual streams. AKA, I'm gonna be streaming for like at least 4 hours because I've got plenty of stuff to like work on for this illustration. But yeah, anyways, that's enough about Ninja 2. On my way out of the mall when I was like coming home, there was a tiny little thing that happened that I thought was really fucking funny. But as I was leaving the mall, I was riding like the escalator, like, down the, place. And in front of me, there was like a dad carrying like his like little baby, like maybe like a 3-year-old. And the baby was for some fucking reason crying, like babies fucking do for no fucking reason. And as I was going down the escalator, the baby was, it was crying and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, it like looked at me while it was crying. And I just stared at him, like with eye contact. I did not break eye contact. I just stared at the crying baby the entire fucking time down an escalator, and then I stopped crying. I gave like a really deadpan face, like a God, you're fucking annoying. Like I gave like a really annoyed face at the baby, and then I stopped crying, and I just thought that was so fucking funny. So hey, apparently if you just stare at a baby long enough, it will stop crying. Going insane downloading Skyrim mods. People are still playing Skyrim? That's crazy. But yeah, that was the one funny thing that happened. Yeah. Anyways, back to Nerja 2 because I literally have nothing else to talk about. Humor wise, I feel like a lot of the humor, I would have really enjoyed it if I was younger. But then watching this movie, I was being really critical just because like, people were like talking really good stuff about this movie. So like, oh, it better be good. So like, you know, I had high expectations and I was watching it as like some sort of like movie connoisseur critique person. But I feel like I do that with like most movies that I watch nowadays. It's so hard for me to just enjoy a movie normally. I just keep trying to like, you know, watch a movie and like criticize it, but like, no, it was a good movie. A lot of the humor, a lot of people really laughed at it. Like, I think most of the cinema were actually like adults, because it was a weekday, and a lot of adults laughed at the weird, kind of. It wasn't only potty humor. There were like a lot of like parts that were like pretty funny. It didn't make me laugh, but it did give, you know, it did put a smile on my face. Like I can appreciate like the humor that was attempted. Like it was like pretty good. Like if I was like, you know, a few years younger, I think I would have like laughed at those jokes. But yeah, the humor was pretty good. I need to watch it, but I don't like going to the theater in person. Oh, that's fair. It's not like a must watch or anything, but it's definitely a good watch. It's a, you know, you can go to the cinema, watch this movie, and not regret watching it. I think it's just like a fun movie. Don't take it too seriously. It follows like the plot line of like most animated movies nowadays, and you know, it does like the exact same like, you know, this is the storyline, and then this, you know, conflict happens, and then a misunderstanding, and then plot twist, and then happy ending ? And then haha, we're setting up for a sequel. Yeah, it's literally a setup for a sequel. But it's really good. It's really good. Like I said, I was not going into the cinema with much expectations. I just wanted to watch it for the quote-unquote, you know, like the people were talking about how good the animation was. So I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll watch it with my family because my dad showed interest in watching it as well. And he was talking about how like, you know, it broke like records and it beat like this and that, and like it's really popular. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll give it a try. You know, like, yeah, and yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You guys should or shouldn't watch it. I don't know. Up to you guys. I don't dictate like what you guys fucking do. If you guys don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you guys want to watch it, go watch it. Like I said, not a must watch, but it's a good watch. Anyways, we're continuing working on this piece that I was working on yesterday. Don't know how long this is gonna take me to finish because it's a lot of work, but hopefully I can get some good progress done. There is a lot of things that I'm really struggling with in this piece that has to do with like just trying to figure out like how to go about doing the colors and everything, but I'll figure it out as I go. It's definitely like stuff. Anyways, let's talk movies. I don't watch a lot of movies. I tend to prefer watching shows over movies because unlike movies, you can pause. You know, you don't have to watch 2-3 straight hours of a movie of like a show. You know, it's episodic. It's made out of episodes. You can stop anytime as soon as you finish like an episode, which is usually 20 to 40 minutes long depending on which show it is. So like I tend to prefer watching shows, and because shows have episodes for maybe 12 episodes per season, maybe more, and you get a bigger storyline and more character development and blah 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 built into like a franchise. So in general, I do tend to prefer watching shows. So like recently, I have not watched very many movies. However, a movie that I did recently watch that I talked about already is Puss in Boots, which is, I guess, currently my favorite movie of all time. Just because, like, again, I don't have very strong opinions on movies in general, so like I don't have like a subjective favorite movie. It's mostly just like, yeah, that was a really good watch, and then like it's short enough to be like forgettable, you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed Puss in Boots. Really good movie. Only one bad part about it, which is a part that was very catered towards like kids, where it's like, ooh, look, I'm cute, and then like they do like a puppy eye, and it's like, oh, you're so cute, and then like the other character is like, oh no, I'm also cute, and then they do like a cute face, and then it just goes back and forth, and yeah, I did not like that. That was like the worst part and the only bad part about like the Puss in Boots movie, probably. But other than that, like everything else, so fucking good. Animation, chef's kiss. Storyline, it's whatever. Humor and everything else, pretty good. So like, yeah. Also, I'm talking about Last Wish, not like the other Puss in Boots movies. Anyways, yeah. I don't watch a lot of movies just because most movies are also typically not animated. Obviously, there's quite a lot of animated movies out there. But I have not watched that many of them recently. Like, you know, there's been a lot of new Disney movies or Disney Pixar movies that has come out in like the recent years. Elemental, Turning Red. I don't know what other fucking new movie there. Encanto. Have not watched any of them. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know why I haven't watched any of them, because I used to be like when I was younger, I would watch all of those movies. Those were like instant watches for me when they like came out. But as of recent, I don't go to cinemas anymore. So like there's less opportunities for me to like go watch these movies. Like sure, I can pirate them, but I'm also lazy. If they were good movies, all your friends would be telling you to watch them. Well, fun fact, I don't have friends. So no one would tell me to watch anything. But new animated Disney movies create apathy. Yeah, but I've heard good things about these movies. Like Turning Red, a lot of people said it was like relatively good, especially if you are Asian, because you can relate to it as an Asian American, or just Asian, I guess. Elemental, I actually really wanted to watch that movie. I just didn't go about doing it. Encanto, everyone was talking about Encanto. Everyone won't stop talking about fucking we don't talk about Bruno, blah blah blah. Like those movies were objectively good. Everyone liked them. It was really popular. I just never went about watching them. Not for any particular reason. It's just because there was no easy way for me to watch them, so I didn't. So like technically they are good movies, because everyone talked about them. I just, yeah, like I said, I just don't watch a lot of movies, even though like those movies would 100% be movies that I would watch if I was a kid. Like if I was like 15 or younger, maybe even 16 or younger, those movies I would like just insta watch. Just because I don't, like I said, I don't watch a lot of movies. The only movies I really watch are like animated movies, which means the only chance I get to actually watch a movie is watching like, Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks movies. So like, I feel like I missed out. Maybe I should sit down one day and just watch like a whole bunch of like animated movies. But again, I don't really feel the need to. Like, I can definitely see myself eventually watching those movies, but I definitely don't feel the need to like watch them immediately. Like I'll wait for like the right time to like go watch them, just because like, man, I have literally nothing fucking else to do. I'm going to watch popular animated movies, I guess, because I'm a huge animation enjoyer or appreciator. Especially like as I get older, I tend to appreciate like animation more and more. Just because like, obviously, I'm an artist, and artists will look at a piece of media and they can start to appreciate like the amount of work put into something because they themselves also draw or do art. Blah, 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 blah. I'm being snobby, but that is true. Like, I've come to appreciate like art and just movies that are animated way more, as like because I started, you know, taking art more seriously. Because, you know, in the future, I could potentially work on some of these things. Not maybe as an animator or anything, but who knows? I might be a storyboard artist, or I might do like concept exploration and blah blah blah, and you know, figure out like the mood of like the movie and everything. You know, like I could eventually do it. I'm not like gonna rule it out as like a potential thing that I can do, just because like while I specifically do want to work for, you know, video games, I can also see myself doing, you know, stuff for animated movies, so why not? But yeah, I do like my Disney movies, as like generic as some of them may be, but I don't know, I really like them. One of my favorite movies is Big Hero 6, just because like I think conceptually the movie was just like really fun. And I did rewatch Big Hero 6 like sometime last year. I think it was last year, or was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. And yeah, it was as good as I remembered. I still enjoyed it. It's a good movie. I like the characters. I like the storyline. Yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to like detail this arm or this hand as much as I can. I do have a picture of myself doing this exact pose, so I just like referencing the hell out of that right now. I'm trying to get it as like good as possible, because I am trying to like have this be very much, you know, super detailed. Anyways, do you guys have a favorite movie? While I don't watch a lot of movies, I did have a friend that was, I wouldn't call them a cinephile, but I think they could be somewhat like a, you know, like a pop culture or media file. I don't know. There's probably a word for that. But like they consume a lot of media. They were a rich kid with a built-in home, like they had a home cinema. They had a room filled with like every fucking game known to existence, because their parents are both people that worked at Microsoft. They worked on Minecraft, and her dad worked for Mojang, I think, or like Xbox. So like they grew up consuming a fuck ton of media, and I thought it was really cool. That is something that I wish I had as a kid. But I like half of the, you know, most of the movies that they did watch weren't movies that I was interested in. You know, a lot of like the OG movies, the very pop culture, you know, like movies that are like referenced in pop culture like all the time. Like, you know, Kill Bill, or the Godfather, shit like that, you know. They were very surprised to hear that I have not watched any of those movies. You know, I've never watched Jurassic Park, I never watched Star Wars, and, you know, they were a little bit mad. Okay, not mad, but like, you know, they were like, I can't believe you never watched these movies. That's crazy, because like these are like the classics. And like, I don't know, I didn't grow up with them, like, and I didn't grow up like being able to watch these movies, because especially since I was also not American, a lot of these movies are very much American classics. But yeah, they were a little bit mad at me that I didn't watch these movies, and you know, they were trying to like convince me to watch these movies. They're like, how always are you gonna get all these like pop culture references? And then I'm like, wait, you watch these movies not because they're good, but because they're the classics. That's it. Just to like get references and stuff. Like I understand the appeal in watching these movies, but it's definitely like, you know, a very cinemaphile like kind of thing. Don't watch Godfather 2, it insists upon itself. I heard people saying it's not a good movie, I think. Or Godfather 3. Is there a third one? I remember hearing like opinions about Godfather before. Never watched any of those movies, so I can't say. Anyways, let me get rid of the background so I can figure out what's going on easily. No, it's real good. I'm Toad. Why don't you want me to watch it? Oh, I guess Godfather 3 is the one that's like not good. Sometimes it depends. Well, no. Like I understood where my friend was coming from. I understand like these movies are the classics. These are really good movies that people liked watching and is referenced throughout like media. Like a lot of times I wouldn't even recognize that, you know, something is a reference because I've never watched these movies. I'm sure there's plenty of references to like, you know, it's like the equivalent of, oh, you know, you watch Akira and you like, oh, it's Akira slide. Or like you watch Star Wars and it's like, oh, I am your father or something like that. You know, like these are like extremely popular references that is always used throughout like media. And I've just never watched any of those, you know. There's like, you know, watching, what's that? The Shining, and it's like the scene was like, here's Johnny. Never watched it, but like, you know, those are the classics. Those are the movies that everyone references in like every fucking thing. And like, I understand why they wanted me to watch it, but their reasoning for me to watch it was mostly just so I can understand references. To which I'm like, I'm not interested in just watching something just to like understand references. I'm sure these are good movies, but like I tend to be like a person that only wants to watch like the most recent of stuff, just because like my tastes are very baby. I have very baby tastes. The one thing that I remember with The Godfather is that it's very long. Yeah, so was the entire Lord of the Ring extended trilogy that I was forced to watch by the same friend throughout multiple sessions. Yeah, they made me watch the entire 12 hours of 12 hours, 10, 11 hours of the entire Lord of the Ring extended trilogy, to which I'm like, thank God I fucking finished watching this so I never have to do it ever again. Never watch Lord of the Ring while hungover on a plane. Don't worry, I've never been hungover. And also, I tried watching The Hobbit, except the third one, on a plane before, to which I'm like, what is happening? I've never watched a single like Hobbit or Lord of the Ring movie, but I read like half of the Hobbit book. But yeah, obviously, Lord of the Rings, huge classic. What is my getaway from it? I don't fucking remember. I honestly, I don't remember shit about the movie. A lot of the times I was just checking my phone to see the time, and I felt really bad because I didn't want my friend to like, because my friend kept looking over at me to see what I was doing, and they would see that I'm like looking at the time, and you know, it's kind of rude. Like I didn't mean to be like rude. I'm just like, wow, this movie is really long. I wonder like how much longer there is. Like that's like, you know, I'm just checking the time because of that. I was like was it a good movie? Me personally, no. Why? There was a lot of nothing happening. There was a lot of nothing happening in the movie. Like I'm sure back in like the early 2000s, it was like the best fucking fantasy movie ever, and it inspired like a billion like fantasy concepts that were like popularized till this day. Well, for me, I don't really care, because guess what? I consumed every fucking fantasy media that was inspired by Lord of the Rings. So I'm watching like the original, which is like, you know, the most watered down version of the tropes. So like it was kind of like, you know, mediocre. And also like the movie was fucking 4 hours long per movie. You didn't cry when Boromir died? I didn't cry for fucking anything. I just watched the movie and went, I don't know who this is. I don't know what the name is. I'm like, oh, that's Sam, and that's a Mary. Is that their name? Oh, look, Legolas and Gimli, I think, and Gandalf and Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins. Yes. You see, you have friends that make you watch good stuff. Yeah, but not anymore. I haven't talked to them in a while because they were my college friend that, you know, was in America. I don't live in America anymore, and we stopped talking mostly on me. It's my fault. No, it's like 100% my fault. It was my fault. It was really hard for me to stay in contact with them because I didn't really have a lot of reasons to like interact with them / talk to them. Obviously, you don't need a reason to interact with a person. If you guys are friends, you guys would talk to each other, but just my living situation and everything just made it really hard for me to like keep in touch with people that I don't go to school with anymore. Like, none of my friends are people that I go to school with. Like, all my friends now are just like online friends, which is like, but like, yeah. He was tempted by the ring and bullied a physically weaker person. Yeah, he was a shithead. Thank God he died. Oh, so I didn't remember who the fuck Boromir was. I didn't know who Boromir was. It only took me until now, until you said he bullied, you know, he was tempted. It only took me until you said that for me to remember who the hell Boromir was. Me on my way to make you watch Grave of the Fireflies. Oh yeah, I heard that was a good movie too. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, not a huge movie watcher, especially like non-animated movies, because I love my animated stuff. I love animated movies. I'm a literal child. I have the taste of a 10-year-old child when it comes to like watching movies. I'll watch like whichever movies like the most popular amongst like teenagers. Like, oh shit, Hunger Games, sign me the fuck up. I'm watching, you know what, there's a new Hunger Games movie coming out. I didn't watch the Ballad of Songbird and Snake, but I will be watching the new one that will be coming out in like 2026 or 2027 or whatever the fuck, where it's about Haymitch Haywire. Is that his last name? I don't think that's his last name. Haymitch! About Haymitch! Yeah, they're making a prequel movie and a book about Haymitch, the 50th winner of the Hunger Games, the one that was mentoring Katniss Everdeen and whatever. Peter Murdoch. Yeah, I'm excited for that because I do want more Hunger Game content because I'm a literal child. I like the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games was a good franchise. I don't care that they're milking it because it's still good. But yeah, like I said, I'm a literal child when it comes to like my movie taste. You can name like most popular movies and my answer to have I watched them is probably no. Because like I said, I didn't grow up with, you know, these movies. I didn't have access to a lot of channels when I was younger. A lot of these movies didn't pique my interest because I'm a literal child that only wants to watch Despicable Me and Megamind and How to Train Your Dragon and every other like DreamWorks, Disney, Pixar movie. And none of my friends watch them either because they are also all like kids. So like I didn't have the opportunity to watch these movies. If I had to watch a movie, I had to like rent it from a Blockbuster. Like I remember one movie that I did rent that was, you know, I rented a few movies from like Blockbusters. I rented like Shark Boy and Lava Girl and Spy Kids 3 and Gulliver, the one with Jack Black. Like, you know, I did watch some non-animated movies and like Journey to the Center of the Earth. I think that one was actually did I rent that or was that just showing on TV? I think that was just showing on TV. But like, yeah, I didn't grow up watching classics, not because like I chose not to watch them. I just it wasn't an option. I didn't have the option to watch these movies. I'm a literal like I'm way younger than most people think I am. I think. Like, how old do you think I am? Minus like maybe 5. Minus 5 years from that. I'm not old. I am young. I am a zoomer. Gotta go to work, but take it easy. Thanks for dropping by, Jared. Hope you have a good day at work. But yeah, like I'm you're -5? You think I'm 0? What the fuck? But no, like I'm young. Like really young. But not that young. Okay, like I can't say I'm really young anymore because people born in 2005 are turning 20 and that boggles my fucking mind. But like, you know, I'm still like very much kid-brained. Like I've been an adult for a while, but I don't feel like I'm an adult at all. And it's kind of embarrassing just because like at this age, most people would probably assume I'm someone who already works and like, you know, got my life together to an extent. But no, I'm still living with my parents. I don't have a job and I literally consume the medias of like a literal toddler. So like, kind of embarrassing. But I'm sure these are good movies. I'm sure I will go and watch some of these movies at one point. I just haven't had, you know, the right motivation to watch these movies. Unless someone forces me to do a watch along with them, then like, fine. But like, if no one does that, then like, what, you know, I'm not gonna watch them. Hey, but guess what? I'm watching the classic Hellboy movies, aka the first one, and I will eventually do the second movie watch along. I just haven't got around to it, but yeah, like I will probably do Hellboy 2 Golden Army watch along at one point. So like, yay, you know, look guys, I watch classic movies. That's a classic movie. It's 2004 and people love Hellboy movies and not the comics because they're uncultured. I'm kidding. The comics are whatever. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I obviously I do enjoy them to an extent, but it's not for everyone. Pacing slow, story. You know, it's not a story-oriented like comic, which is like very much against like, you know, the things that I do consume. I don't consume very many medias that aren't very story-focused. And Hellboy is not very story focused, unfortunately. It's very episodic, and it like jumps all over the place, and like, you know, but like people praise it for like the art style and everything, and also I just like Hellboy. But yeah, I'll probably do like watch along for the second movie, which I heard is, you know, I think more people talk about the second movie compared to the first, so I assume the second movie is probably better. I had a lot of problems with the first movie. Still enjoyed it. Still a very fun movie. Don't get me wrong. However, you know, I read the comics, which means I'm gonna compare it to the comics. And my comparison with the comics is that they did not write Hellboy the same. So I couldn't enjoy it as much as I hoped to, just because that's not the same Hellboy as the comics. So I'm just watching like a watered down version of the character. So yeah. But, and like plot wise, like it is a good movie plot, is what I would say. It's good for mainstream audiences to be able to enjoy, which is why I can see why like Hellboy got really popular through like the movies. However, you know, because of that, when people get into like the Hellboy comics, they're always like surprised that it's nothing like the movies, which kind of sucks. Like, because I do like the idea of, oh, you know, Hellboy is about like Hellboy and his BPRD group, and they're just, you know, going about like fighting whatever like monsters and shit that they get hired to fight. And I think that is a fun concept that should, and it should just be that. Well, okay, it shouldn't just be that, just because like obviously it was never meant to be that until like the movies. But like, if you want to reach mainstream appeal audience, then go do that. If you want to make your comic your like its own thing, then stick with what you have, which is what they did, which is, a little bit sad, not because like, well, it's sad just because like it means the comic and it just means that the comic won't ever be like mainstream popular, which, I'm sure Mike Mignola is fine with it. But as a Hellboy enjoyer, it makes me a little bit sad that like it doesn't get appreciated enough. But like, hey, it was never meant to be something that appeals to everyone. So like, I shouldn't try to change what Hellboy is just so it like fits so that it like appeals to the mainstream audience, right? Like part of me wants it to like be popular because I really enjoy and like Hellboy, but then, making it like mainstream appealing kind of like defeats the purpose of the entire comic, where like it's not made to be that. It's made to be like its own really unique thing, and it did like impact like a lot of pop culture stuff, but it still makes me a little bit sad. Speaking of Hellboy, I remember there was a show that had a Hellboy reference. I don't remember which show it was though. Like there was a scene in a show where the stylization changed to be exactly like Hellboy. Like it was like a scene where it was just like a bunch of characters going through a bunch of like things, and then they were going through like a whole bunch of different art styles, and then one of them was the Hellboy art style / Mike Mignola art style. And I was like, oh my god, look, it's the Hellboy style. I don't remember which movie or show it was though, because it was a relatively recent movie too, because like it probably came out. Wait, was it even a movie or was it a comic? I don't remember. Fuck. It was like relatively recent. Like I read it like within the past year, so like I should remember, but I don't because I'm silly. I don't know why I like to use the word silly to like I call myself silly over like random things. I don't know. I'm just silly. I feel like the older I get, the more like dumbed down my vocabulary gets. Just cause like I think it's so fucking funny. It's like the equivalent, it's like basically Gap Moe, where like when you're like a teenager, you're really vulgar, you're really crude with your vocabulary. You say a lot of swears, maybe even say some slurs, that's what teenagers do. Teenagers like saying offensive things because it's funny to them. And same applies to me. I'm not like I'm not gonna say like I didn't behave that way as a kid as well. I've been swearing ever since I was like 3rd grade. But as I get older, I don't use less swears, but I start incorporating just silly little words into my vocabulary, like the word silly. Like I feel like the older you get, the dumber your like vocabulary gets. You get like less vulgar, just because like you kind of look back and you think, wow, this was like a really edgy phase that I had. Like, wow, oh, I'm so edgy. Look at me, I'm using swear words and blah blah blah. I still use swear words, but not in the same way as like when I was a kid. I usually just use swear words in like a way to express something, but like not in a way to like insult someone. I rarely use swears to insult a person. When I'm actually like mad at someone, I actually do like not use swears. Like the way you can tell that I'm mad is if I don't use any swears. Because when I'm mad, I don't use swears. Sometimes I do. If I'm really, really, really mad, then I'll use swears. But like in general, like if I'm mad at someone, I will like be very what's the right way to put it? My vocabulary is very civil. I guess. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. I'm gonna say a slur, but boy, I guess macho. No, don't say that word. Oh god, I saw some Upin and Epin stuff earlier today because I was at a mall, and like, I was one of the subreddits that I am sub to on Reddit, obviously, is top character design. Unfortunately, that subreddit is not mostly top character designs. There's a lot of just random bullshit on there, because they don't only show like the best of the best, they also show like posts that only have like one upvote. And one of the posts I saw was this character design from Boy, to which I'm like, why the fuck is this design in top character design? I hate it. Do not ever put Boy designs in top character design. How dare you? Anyways, hi Gizbachi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I do want to try having more color variation question mark in this part of the drawing. I'm definitely running into like a lot of difficulty with the colors here just because it's, I don't like working with colors in the shadow. It's just off for me. Anyways, I will be continuing this on Tuesday as well, but then no stream on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm gonna be playing more Split Fiction with Lappy. And then I will probably try to continue this on Friday. Depending on if I finish this by then, which I don't think I will, just because like I have so much to like figure out with like the background. It's gonna take a while. I'm eating a banana. Life good. Banana. Banana. Anyways, I do need to use some more references to like figure out how to go about drawing these, because I feel like a lot of my designs are very like basic. I don't really like explore my designs more than like the bare minimum, and that was something that I wanted to avoid with this piece, so I'm gonna try my best. I still have a lot to like work on, and like I'm being really precious with my lines and colors just because like I want everything to feel like, you know, it makes sense and it fits like the environment, but it's also like really fucking difficult without having to like, you know, I do have a lot of like really sketchy lines here and there. I do need to add the, I am lacking like the bounce light. Maybe I should just add the bounce light right now. Make it like easier to like add colors, but there should be a lot of bounce light. Obviously not this color, but I'm just temporarily putting it here. But yeah, lots of bounce light. Maybe not here. Okay, I think there is like bounce light here. Trying to figure like figure out the lighting is definitely A little bit difficult, but you know, I'll figure it out. Anyways, I feel like I've talked about everything I really wanted to talk about today. For those that missed the start of my stream, I was watching Nizar 2 with my family, and it was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. One of the best animated movies I've seen, like, aside from, like, some of the humor. It was a lot of potty humor, but, like, other than that, like, pretty good movie. Don't expect anything from the plot. The plot is very basic. It's, like, this basically the same as every other animated movie you've ever seen in your entire life. But, you know, aside from that, like, animation was top-notch. Like, really, really good animation. Probably, like, the best animated movie I've ever seen in a while. Or, like, best animated movie, hands down. It's not very stylized compared to, like, you know, something like The Last Wish, but, like, it's really good. It's still really good. So, like, you know, go watch it. I recommend it. It's pretty good. Or don't. I don't really care. I don't really care whether you guys want to watch something or not. Anyways, that's enough bounce light. This helps me separate this, so now I can render it easily. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I have much to talk about. I'm more or less done with, like, the one topic that I had. I might work in silence. I don't know. I definitely always feel guilty if I don't, like, talk that much during my art streams, because I'm sure most people are here to, like, just vibe and watch, and, you know, maybe listen to me yap about something. I don't know. Evening, so Nirza 2 was kind of good. No, it was not kind of good. It was really good. Like, yeah. When I first watched it, like, you know, like the first few minutes, I wasn't, like, I was like, oh, it's whatever. But then as the movie went on, it only got better. So honestly, it's a really, really good watch, and I recommend it. I never watched the first movie, so, like, I can't really compare, but yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. As a hello, and we welcome to the stream. You know, aside from, like I said, aside from, like, some of the humor, which is, like, a lot of potty humor, like, it was really good. And some of the character designs were really cool. There was, like, a very specific scene where I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. But yeah, if you guys do have Nizar 2 available at, like, your cinema or something, if you feel like it, if you have the time, you know, you can go ahead and watch it. Or not, I don't care. It's not, you know, I don't care if you watch it or not. It's not up to me. I keep saying that every time I tell you guys to watch it. Like, it's not a must watch or anything. It's just a good watch. And I understood maybe about 5% of the Chinese words said. Because I never watch actual, like, Chinese interactions, especially, like, in movies. So I don't actually know, like, how people say certain stuff in Chinese. So I was very surprised when, like, I hear, like, the characters say, like, words that I do know, like, in specific ways to mean, like, certain things. And I'm like, wait, so they actually do just say that for, like, you know, that? I'm like, huh, interesting. So, like, you know, as someone who speaks, like, at least some Chinese, it was kind of interesting watching it. No English subtitles, so obviously I just read subtitles the entire time. And I brought my glasses to the cinema. I knew or I know for a fact that if I watched a movie in a cinema, it will not be a good watch for me because it's gonna look blurry to me. Because I watched Spider-Verse 2, and half of the movie I could not see properly. It was really blurry, and it's because my eye is getting worse. So I did bring my glasses for the movie, and yay! It was a really good watch with glasses. If I didn't bring my glasses, I would have had so much trouble like watching the movie. Because as soon as I take off my glasses, I'm like, oh, it's because both my eyes, like one of my eye is worse than my other, which makes like a really weird effect when I'm like trying to focus on something. It like swaps between both of my eyes, like my good eye and my bad eye, and then it makes it like really weird to look at. So like, thank God I, brought my glasses. Oh, I forgot to add some of the bounce light in some area. But it's fine, I can just add it right now. Are you gonna watch the Minecraft movie? The Minecraft movie did have a trailer in the cinema. Am I gonna watch it? I really don't want to watch it. But I feel like I should, Like, I don't want to watch it because I know it's gonna be the most bland storyline with the most normie humor and like cater, I want to hate watch it. I feel like I should hate watch it, I feel like I should hate watch it, and I'm scared because of that. I'd watch it not at the theater. Yeah, I kind of don't want to go to the theater to watch it, but it's also like kind of funny to like go and watch it in the theater, But at the same time, I don't want to have to explain why I'm going out to watch a Minecraft movie. I mean, to be fair, I feel like the equivalent of watching a Minecraft movie is watching like the FNAF movie or like the Sonic movie. I think it's best to go into it not taking it too seriously, because you're gonna just be disappointed by like, how catery the movie is. It is a children's movie. It is meant to cater towards people that grew up with Minecraft, except the people that grew up with Minecraft probably don't want to watch the movie either. I don't know. I thought that was a Roblox movie. Didn't they say they were gonna have like a Skibidi toilet movie by Michael Bay? I mean, that could be fake, but I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm being so careful with like my rendering. Maybe the reason why is just because like I feel like there's not that much need to like, it's because like I don't need to render a lot of these parts that much, so like I don't want to over detail them. I hope the fuck not. I hope they have a Dream sing at the credits. I don't think people like Dream anymore. They're definitely gonna play like creepers. Oh man. So we back in the mines. Got my pickaxe swinging from side to side. side to side. This task a grueling one. Hope I find some diamonds tonight. Diamonds tonight. Heads up. Wait. I don't remember the lyrics. You hear a sound, turn around and look up. Total shock fills your body. Oh, now it's you again. I can never forget those eyes. Cause baby, tonight the creeper's gonna steal your stuff again. Cause baby, tonight. Wait, I don't remember the lyrics. Captain Sparkle's banger. I can definitely see that song being played. If they played fucking The Living Tombstone in the credit scene of the FNAF movie, I don't see why they won't play Captain Sparkle. Actually, no. I feel like no. The difference is one of them is original and the other one is a parody. Oh, that they might run into licensing issues. Oh shit, never mind. Oh man. Creepers. Oh man. So okay, I already made that joke. Oh, you're right. It's a parody. They're gonna run into licensing issues. Never mind. Damn it. My hopes and dreams shattered. It's okay. They'll have Captain Sparkles sing a song and in a similar tune to like that song except original. They're not gonna like take that song. They're just gonna make their own version of it, except without the copyright issues, probably. Right? I'm a little bit afraid that I'm like getting close to finishing on like the rendering of the character, which I feel like I should not be anywhere close to. Anyways, I did not know anything about the Snow White movie, but apparently that's a movie that everyone fucking dislikes. Apparently it got lower rated than the Dragon Ball live action movie. I only heard about it yesterday. I mean, like, I think I've seen or heard that there was a Snow White movie coming out because of I saw like a trailer or something. But then it was completely out of my mind until yesterday when someone, I think it was Edmu, mentioned that oh no, I'm watching the Snow White movie, to which I'm like, what? And then the trailer showed up in the movie theater today because it was showing and blah blah. And I don't watching the trailer, I already went, okay, yeah, it's gonna be like the most stupid bland ass movie ever because of the way they like present it. They keep doing this thing with like every movie trailer where it's like so overly dramatic and like dramatic. Why did I say dramatic? Dramatic, and like, you know, they play like the orchestral version of like the existing music, and it's just like it's so over the top, and like it's like so loud and everything. It's like they need to stop making like live action movies just that, you know, like let live action movies just be unserious, you know, just let them be fun. I'm so sick of like every like live action movie of like, you know, an existing media to be like something so grand. Like, let us have like a silly little like movie that has like no stakes. It's just like a little fun movie, you know. I think too many movies nowadays, they always follow like the same formula, which makes them like feel very samey all the time, which is like like I understand why. It's because it sells. That's how you. That's like what's popular. But like, god damn, it's so like overly done. I heard that Lilo and Stitch remake might be like that, but also we really did not need a remake of this one. The characters, I mean, the characters did actually like look pretty good for the trailer for that. But yeah, I mean, I guess like we're not the target audience for these movies. I did hear like people usually just remake these movies just because like, well, A, money, and B, paying animators is paying like isn't it for like tax evasion or some shit like that? Oh, I don't fucking remember. I don't know. But like, they want to milk a franchise that's already popular and cater towards like kids that didn't grow up with these movies. You know? Why is there random anime character screaming in this song? Stop that. But yeah, I've given my opinions on like live action movies. I just think most of them are just like, why did this exist? Why, like for example, like the Lion King and live action movie was just like a complete, why does this exist ever? Just because like they just got rid of all personality from that movie in the character designs and just made every character look the exact same. You know, like there was no point for this movie to exist. Oh, I know, it's to somehow still make a profit from these movies despite nobody wanting them, you know? They're like going safe mode because even if it's bad, people can still watch it. Exactly. And like other reasons that they always make like these. So like, what are we gonna do? What can we do about it? We can just complain about it and then nothing else will, you know, they're making a fucking, they're making another, you know, they're making How to Train Your Dragon live action. They're making Lilo and Stitch live action. They're just making every live action in the fucking universe, you know? It's just like, man. People hate making new good stuff, huh? Money. Oh, so they said, oh, Maleficent did kind of well. Let's see if we can push our luck a bit more. Did Maleficent do well? I don't know. Oh, I heard Wicked did really well though. I think. Well, at least I heard it was good, which is awesome. There's definitely not enough like rendering here. But I mean, I'd still have a lot to do, so it's to be expected. How do I add more details to like the clothing? It's definitely like really lacking in terms of like rendering. And very not realistic. Yippee! Definitely need a lot of like texturing on the clothing. 'Cause right now it's too like bland. Yippee! Okay, go eat now before I get more upset from Disney. All right, have a good one. Thank you for dropping by, Gazpacho. I'm avoiding the boots because I don't want to render boots. But I should. I'm trying to find burn. There it is. Songs should stop putting random voice clips for no fucking reason. Nobody likes them. Nobody ever likes them. I should technically be doing this after rendering the whole thing, but I'm doing it a little bit early. I don't want to just turn my brain off. I mean, my brain is already kind of off. Alberto, smoke a mushroom. How are you? I hate it when someone randomly puts in Oni-chan edit something from an Adam Sandler movie. Do they put something from Adam Sandler movies often? What the? Hi, Alberto, hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine. I was mostly talking about movies today because I just went and watched Ninja 2, which is like the highest grossing animated movie currently, and it was really good. I did enjoy it. It's really good. I think this is that one time I remember listening to some lo-fi, and this was before I watched BoJack Horseman, but one of the audio clips that was used in that lo-fi song was a line from like BoJack Horseman, and that may or may not have made me want to watch BoJack for the first time. I don't think it was like a direct reason why I watched it, but like it was during the pandemic. I had nothing else to do, and I just like, oh okay, I'll watch BoJack. I heard it's good, and it was good. Oh yeah, I heard Nizar topped a Disney movie. No, it topped all of them. It's literally the top grossing movie right now, animated movie. So it wasn't one, it was all. It was all of them. Yeah, the dethroned Disney is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why it's like really popular. And like I went and watched it, and like yeah, I can see why. It's really fucking good. I'm surprised that it's China, but like I was still like relatively surprised because like, you know, Disney is the animated movie like studio. Like when you think animated movies, most people think Disney. So like to have unknown, like I'm sure it was not unknown just because like it's China, so like. But like it was still like kind of insane, and yeah, I can see why. It's a really good movie. My levels of rendering is super like mid right now. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to like clothing, I always tend to like render like just like this, and it doesn't feel like it could be more, you know, realistic, but I'll have to like do that after I render the entire character, which I'm pretty close to finishing. It's definitely just like an issue with like there's like a gap in my knowledge of like rendering. Like while I do know how to render, there's definitely a lot of things where like I just have a habit of rendering things a certain way, which makes everything that every time I render this thing, it always like looks the same, and sometimes that's not a good thing, because the way I render is definitely just like whatever knowledge that I have, and then like I lack the knowledge to like render things better, and then I just like I don't really try to like improve that, so now it just looks the same all the time, and I need to like be better. It's something like, oh, I'm really precious about my rendering. I already rendered it this way. Now it's gonna be really hard to like try to like change it up a little bit. It's a lot of like just trying to keep the lighting consistent, but then because I keep trying to keep everything consistent, there's a lot of times where like the lighting is actually like off a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, but my lighting needs a lot of work. And it's also like lack of understanding of like some anatomy and shit like that. Okay, no more procrastinating on the boots. Time to draw the boots. Jesus, I've been avoiding the boots the whole time. Okay, I'm getting a little bit distracted because I have Twitch up on my browser, and it's kind of like every time someone like goes live or someone's like name, like it keeps moving around and it's like distracting me. Okay, there we go. To be honest, I have no idea how to like render these boots properly. Because I don't have a good reference. Because the reference that I have is of me sitting like this, but then I'm not wearing these types of boots. I don't really know how the boots work, so I'm gonna struggle with this a little bit. And also, it's just a weird angle to draw this. I need to look at what the underside of boots look like. Boots sole. But like a medieval time like boots, you know. I'm gonna look up medieval boots sole. Oh. Interesting. It's like just flat leather. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty helpful. Well, the boots are just like dull leather, so there's not a lot of shine to it, I think. It's not very reflective. I don't want to overdo it with the detailing, just because like this well, technically this does need to have more detail. No, I think like in general, like the amount of detailing per like for each different section of the characters should more or less be like the same. I don't think anything is more important than other parts. They're all like equally like out of focus. Oh, actually, the texture of the boots, it's not like as solid as I've rendered it. It's actually more foldy than I initially thought. So there's actually supposed to be bends here and there. So let me imply some folds. Interesting. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit difficult to figure out. Because of the way the boots are placed, like how does it fold and how does the lighting work? I wanted to imply that the soul is like really dirty, like it has a lot of like sand and stuff on it, but I'll probably have to do that detailing later. Oh, hey, how do I draw the shoelaces? They're kind of weird looking. I know I'm not talking that much. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I ran out of things to talk about, so now I'm just chilling. Like, the stream is mostly for me to just get work done, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's like all my art streams. I don't work on art when I'm like, I don't work on art that much anymore off stream, so like, if I want to get stuff done, I have to stream it. Oh man, I'm scared that when I get an actual job, I'm not gonna be able to like focus on working on my whatever piece that I have to draw for my work unless I'm streaming it. But like, I can't stream my work unless... No, but yeah, I won't be able to stream like the things that I draw for work because of NDA. Maybe I can like... And maybe they have like their own Discord server and I can just like hang out with like other coworkers and stream to them. That'd be so funny. Oh, come on. When did I do that again? I don't know why I have my Twitch up on my other screen again, and it's distracting me. I see like people coming online and offline or whatever the hell. Also, what is this meme? People have been saying like my Shayla every time like I post a character that someone likes. Like I post Beast and then the Beast fans are like my Shayla, and then like when I post Hellboy, someone just posted my Shayla. What does that mean? I looked it up. I guess it's a thing people say to like I don't fucking know. But I've been seeing that a lot, and I'm just like, what does that mean? Where did it come from? I thought it was like an X-Men related thing, but it's not. But like every fucking time I post Beast, there's always like two people that go my Shayla. What does that mean? I'm so confused. Am I too uncultured? Whoa. Hi, Big Ham. Good day. Welcome to the stream. I'm just rendering. I'm not talking much. Big Ham question. Do you know what my Shayla means? I've been posting characters on my Twitter, like Beast and Hellboy. And every time I post them, other people are like, my Shayla! And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know where that's from, but everyone keeps doing it. I do not know, but everyone is putting it everywhere. Maybe it's a term of endearment. I'm sure it's like a it's my, oh my god, it's this character. It's my favorite character, my Shayla or something. I don't know. It's something like that, I guess. But like, I'm very confused and I'm scared. I'm just a child. I think it's kin to BB girl. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I've been getting a lot of those on my art posts, and I'm just like, cool, yeah, whatever that means. Yep. Anyways, hope you're doing well. I'm just rendering big illustration, big in quotes illustration, and it's been yeah. I've been taking my sweet time with like the rendering. Ooh, backgrounds, yeah. Trying to do like, I'm trying to do more art pieces where it's storytelling illustration. It's like an entire like character, background, and it's high quality. I put thought into composition, blah blah blah, and then slap it into my portfolio. And I need to do more so that I get used to doing them, so that I don't not do them. Because I used to do a lot of these types of illustrations back in 2022, and then I kind of stopped drawing backgrounds because I'm fucking lazy. But now I'm doing it again because I can't just draw a character without having to think about like lighting scenarios and shit like that and composition. So here I am. I've been in the mood lately to, instead of just character pieces, or coming to appreciate storytelling once more. Yeah, I mean, my goal of my art has always been like to be able to like convey a story with my art pieces, you know, even if it's not like a lot of story. Like, you know, you look at my art piece, you can go, oh yeah, you can kind of tell like, oh, this character looks like they will be part of like, you know, this theme or blah 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 and stuff like that. Like, you know, you look at my piece, you're like, oh yeah, it's an orc, he's selling apples at like a street market or something, you know. It kind of tells you like, and I'm gonna add background characters and shit as well, so like, you know, just like a little bit of world building or whatever the fuck. What world am I building? Just a literal random world every fucking piece that I do, I guess. Like nothing in specific. And it's also good practice for like, you know, trying to do full illustrations, because one thing that I really struggle with is lighting. Having the character fit the lighting is not my strong suit, so I need to get better at that. So that's why I'm doing this. Wait, I hope you've been doing well in terms of art and just like life in general, I guess. I was working on this when I raided into you yesterday, and I'm still working on it because there's a lot to work on. Good on you, it's shaping up nicely. Thank you. But it's been hard. I need to. That's why I'm doing this, so I can get better at it. I see that a lot of illustrators, they tend to like draw the character, and then before they start rendering the character, they actually render the entire background first. And I do not want to do that. I do not want to render the background first. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. But yeah, like the hard part is having the character and the lighting match, and same with the background, and that's just something that's just really hard, so I'm trying to get better at that. And also have better lighting in general, because if you look at all of my illustrations, all the lighting is always the fucking same. It's top down but kind of in front of the character lighting, and like there's no like very strong like shadows in like any specific direction. It's just like kind of ambient light-ish, and it's like, yeah, it gets boring and like plain, so like I'm trying to do better. Anyways, I've seen you've been doing a lot of 3D stuff. I need to learn 3D. I've been applying for jobs, and like 90% of the jobs that I apply to ask for like some sort of experience in like Blender or Maya or ZBrush or something, and I'm like, oh fuck me. I've been wanting, or like not wanting, but like, I've been telling myself that I need to learn 3D for a while now, and I just never do because I'm scared. I'm lazy. But I need to like get around to doing like, what would you recommend? ZBrush, Maya, Blender, question mark? Like I don't know much about each of these softwares. I think Blender is not really made for like sculpting. I think that's more like ZBrush, Maya. But like yeah, if you have any recommendations on where to start with like 3D sculpting. Blender has a sculpt model and it's free. Is ZBrush free? I don't know. But like, which one would you recommend? Because like, I know everyone uses Blender, but like, is Blender like good for like sculpting? Should I be using Blender? ZBrush is not free, but you can consult the 7 Cs. Same with, I need to also go into the 7 Cs to get Photoshop at one point, because every fucking company is always like, all right, you gotta have like industry standards like software for like art, and it's usually like Procreate or Photoshop. And like, I wouldn't mind learning Photoshop just because like I've used Photoshop very barely like in the past, and like most artists that I am fond of, aka like, you know, like professional like splash artists, they always all use like Photoshop, so it's easier to learn by just, you know, watching them, compared to Clip Studio, which I actively avoid just because I don't know, I just don't want to use. It's not like I don't want to use Clip Studio, but like, God, it looks so annoying to learn, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want to learn this, man. I'm lazy. Oh wait, I already read that. I saw ad breaks. Sorry, but I need to get around to learning softwares. There's so many softwares that I need to learn, especially if I want to be like a game dev. Also, let me look up Feather. I want to put like a tiny feather over here. What do you call these? The hand bands. What do you call these? Hand band, arm band. No. Oh, bracelet. Okay. Yep. Okay, good enough. Why is this image so fucking big? I registered. Oh, as for recommendation, I do want to get you put into ZBrush, but yeah, Blender is the only free option. If you have a .edu email, you can always get Maya free for a bit. I registered with an old school email and still have access to it. If you have means to log in, I do not have any school emails, unfortunately. They have long been expired. The email that I had for when I was in college, they swapped over to like a new like emailing thing, and I unfortunately did not update my email during that moment, so I don't have like an email that I can use. And that was also one of the main reasons why I dropped out, is because like I did not re-register for my email, which I don't know how things were gonna work out. And I was like, it's already too fucking late. I missed like the 2 months period of like, you know, doing that. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm so screwed. Okay, it's not one of, it's one of the 8 different reasons for me dropping out. It was not like just because of that. A lot of my 2D buddies have been diving into ZBrush, so if you get your hands in a non-official copy, it's worthwhile. Is it subscription based? If it's subscription based, oh fuck. Maybe I do have to like put on the pirate hat. But like I don't think I really mind having to like you know, buy the software unless if it's subscription based, then fuck me, I guess. Because I'm not buying a subscription based. Speaking of which, I need to unsubscribe from Live2D. Fuck. I've been saying I'm gonna unsubscribe from Live2D just to not unsubscribe. Oh god, it's been months. Oh god. I'll DM it to you. They do have ZBrush Core Mini if you want to experiment. It's just limited. That'd be awesome. Thank you. I just need to learn like the basics of like how to make a model or a basic 3D environment, or just like, oh, I need to draw like a, oh shit, a gun, and I gotta just make up a gun and then just, get the angle and everything, and then I'll just copy and paste the image. Like I just need like, ZBrush for like the most basic means. I'm not gonna make actual 3D models that, would be used in like a thing or anything, right? I feel like that's what most artists use like ZBrush for anyways, or just any 3D software. Gun such environment blockout stuff 100% use Blender for. Oh really? Oh, then maybe I should just use Blender. Oh, but like, yeah, I need to sculpt it. ZBrush definitely feels better for character related. I do want to sculpt my character at least once. Because it fucking sucks not having a 3D model for my own character. So I always have to figure out like every fucking angle and how my fucking sideburns work every time I draw my character, and it's really annoying. So like I do kind of want to sculpt my character at least once. It helps so much to have a 3D ref, yeah. And also I don't actually know like how much 3D they really expect you to do when you like work for like a game industry, because most of them are like asking for like some sort of like at least Blender experience, and I'm like, how much though? Like why? Because they're like hiring for like concept art or like illustrations, but then they also like, oh, it'd be nice if you knew like Blender, and it's like, why? I mean, I know why, but like, how much do I need to know? So do you have any advice on getting hired for like an art job? I've been applying for like local art jobs. It's really hard to find local art jobs. Every fucking place, they always look for 3D. That's why like everyone fucking does 3D, because like you're not gonna get hired doing like 2D illustration. Like very specifically, the things that I do is like the least likely to get hired in like the art industry. I feel like most people are looking for concept art or just like 3D stuff or VFX or like, yeah, just that kind of stuff, or like UI or graphic design. No one's ever looking for like illustrator, which fucking sucks. No advice, because like I'm really struggling to figure out like I'm looking for art jobs, but it's always like when I look up art jobs, it's always like local, because I assume most places probably do want you to like go to an office or whatever the fuck. But like I want to find one that I can, I want to broaden my scope, which means like I want to like, I want to just work remotely, so A, I can get paid in a different currency and have it be better than my currency, and B, don't have to leave my home, and C, have better job than like ones that I can get here, because the ones here don't pay a lot, because welcome to Space East Asia. Honestly, right now it's been grim. I've been trying to get out my job for the past few years with no luck to it. It's like being flexible / having multiple skills right now to apply to different things is the play. Oh, do I really have to just be a part-time Andy for like the next 8 years before I get my first actual art job? No, don't say I'm sorry. I mean, it's to be expected. Like I know what the art industry is kind of like. Like I'm fully prepared for like this kind of stuff. It's just man, man. I know it's the answer you don't want. But I at least want like advice on like how to go about looking for a job, I guess. Just cause like I don't know the first thing about finding a job, so like mostly the thing I'm doing is going on Google and looking up game art job, and then they recommend me like a website that like tells me, oh yeah, here, and then like now I'm getting a fuck ton of emails. Like here, I'll read you an email. Jobs like experienced character artist in Space East Asia, and then like the related job is digital procurement strategist, head of sales application. Neither of those are art related. Okay, job alert, game concept illustrator in Space East Asia. Okay, art and design leader, graphic designer, senior UI/UX designer, brand identity expert, senior game development position, project coordinator for gaming. 1/2 of those are actually like game art related, but one of them is literally only one of them is actually like illustration related. One of them is like fucking UI UX related. And I'm just been like hoping that I eventually get something that's actually like, I make Excel sheets with the places I apply to. Let me link you some resources on Discord. Buddy gave a link to a job with remote jobs. I use Indeed to search usually. What is Indeed? But yeah, and also like no job experience, and I have like a portfolio, and my fucking resume is like dog water. So like I have to like pray they just look at my portfolio and go, oh wow, your portfolio is good. You want to know what's in my fucking resume? Here, let me try to find where my fucking resume is. Where's my resume? That's my brother's resume. Nope, not that one. Where's my own resume? My resume. Here are my experiences. Cover Corp Japan! Thumbnail artist, created thumbnail art, used my talents for live streaming. Hell yeah, I worked for Cover Corp. I did not work for Cover Corp, but I put that in my portfolio. Hell yeah, they're gonna see Cover Corp and go, holy shit, this person worked for Hololive. Right? The other is randoneering content creator. And then just like freelance, like fucking like commissions, and then Orc Tales fansign or whatever the fuck. And so it's my portfolio is so funny. You 100% put contract client jobs. I have 0 contract jobs. Like if you did freelance or have notable project, it's good. I have 0 actual like notable jobs. Everything is just like Twitter commission stuff. So best I can do is I just put like, yeah, I've done a thumbnail. I've done several thumbnails that were used by talents by Hololive, hahaha. Except it's not actual like thumbnails that I was hired to do. It's just they just used it. So like, haha. The cover stuff is. I was working on it with a friend, and they were like, yeah, you should just put that Lamau. Like everyone lies in their resume to an extent, but like I'm not 100% lying. I wasn't hired for it, but like I my stuff is used, so like I don't know. Oh, I see your DMs. I'll definitely look into these off stream. Oh, so I'm a little bit scared that I'm almost done with like the basic illustration part of this, which means I have to actually work in the background, which I don't want to. Hi, Rico. Space cat, I'm not a cat. Can you show me the org? Here's the org. But yeah, surely I won't get in trouble for putting that I worked for Cover Corp, right? Surely not. Surely not. So I need to look up an apple as a reference. Not unless they go out to contact them. Surely not, surely not, surely not, surely not. I think maybe the trouble is during interview session they may ask, what you said about lying getting to your places is true though? Yeah. But like, it's not a complete lie. I'm just twisting it to like fit my needs, you know, right? I have no idea how to go about like drawing this apple. Maybe I shouldn't care that much about this apple for now. I should probably just work on the literal rest of the illustration. Oh, but I'm gonna have to draw so many fruits and the apple is later. Why is this image of an apple that I just copied so fucking big? It took forever to load, holy shit. So thank you, Rico. It's this one. This piece is tough. This piece is like right now. It's like whatever. But like I'm going to struggle trying to like make this piece better. Morning ribbons. Hi, Ross. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm drawing an entire illustration for portfolio, and it's going. Well, it's not just for portfolio, it's also just a good like practice for me in general. Decently, I guess. It's better than not decent, so good to hear. But yeah, I hope you've been doing well. Oh, so Ribbons, do you have contract? You do have contract work with me? Where's contract work? Show me. I would be glad to have actual contract work, okay? So that I can put it in my resume. Because my resume right now is me lying about working for Cover Corp. It's not a complete lie. I have some illustrations done for thumbnails that they used. Not hired, but hey, they used my thumbnail. How many thumbnails do I have from them actually? I think I have at least 7 that was used by Holostars. Most of them were by Old Man. Thank you. Oh, I had some really weird dreams today. A lot of dreams about like being back in like my old school. It's like a bad dream. It's like a nightmare. I didn't like it. Thank you, Daddy. The contract was on Discord. But that one's done. We already did that one. I need more contract work. Arizona space orc food time. If I was a billionaire, I would. No, it's fine. Cause I mean, how do I get a game dev art job? Like I feel like I've said this like yesterday as well, but like I'm confident enough in my skills that I can get like at least hired at some game dev job. Obviously not like anything big like fucking Riot Games or anything, but like it's definitely good enough for something. It's just that like that something is not I'm not gonna be able to find that job easily because like, you know, you're gonna be like some nobody company that nobody fucking heard about that posted their job listing on like the 10th page of like Google search, you know? So it's like, it's gonna be like incredibly difficult to like at least find that job. Or like maybe that job already does exist and I found it, except their website was like not possible to like apply for job, and it's just like, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Because there were a few websites that I was trying, like there was a few jobs I was trying to apply to, and I couldn't because all 3 links that they had to different websites didn't work. All of them go to like the same layout page where it lists like what their job is looking for, and there's no button that like lets you apply. And I'm just like, okay, cool, I guess I won't apply, Jesus. I guess I go fuck myself. Broken links, boo. That's what you get for looking for a job on Google.com. Like, what did I expect trying to find a job off of literally Google? Why is my brush like really like there was okay, my brush for some reason just, or like my stylus just had like no pressure sensitivity just now, and it was like not working the way it's supposed to work. Connect them to LinkedIn. I really don't want to use LinkedIn to apply for jobs because my LinkedIn is fucking empty. Because I have 0 job experience. So everything in LinkedIn is always asking you to like, oh, put some of your like your previous job experiences and shit. And it's like, I don't have any! And like, it's not the easiest, like, because when I want to apply for a job, I want something that lets you put your like resume and then put your portfolio link, because that's what most art jobs want. They want your portfolio. And when they ask for your LinkedIn link instead, that's not your portfolio. They're not gonna see your portfolio if they like only look to, there's no like specific place for them to like look at your portfolio. They have to like look at your LinkedIn and find like somewhere that says what your where your portfolio is, or go through your resume and like look for like, oh, here's like my portfolio link, like go check it out. But the like, if I don't actually upload the portfolio in the job application itself, I feel like the chances of them actually seeing the job like the portfolio is like lowered, and it's gonna suck ass. Buddy, everyone starts from somewhere, but like every fucking thing that I have to like put on LinkedIn is always asking me for like an actual like job that I've done, and it's like, I feel like if you don't have at least a singular job there, it's gonna be impossible to get a job through LinkedIn. Yeah, it's kind of rough with HR. Sometimes you'll be lucky with a studio and prioritizes art portfolio over resume. I feel like most art places do prioritize like portfolio. Obviously, they're probably gonna look for like, you know, if it's like somewhere like riot or some shit, they're gonna look for like 5 years of job experience or whatever the fuck. But like in general, like, but yeah, I guess art struggles in a nutshell. Wait, it's on color dodge. I thought I put it on overlay. That's why the colors were so bright. I mean, it's good, but like I thought it was overlay. I guess I'll keep it on color dodge. Oh, my fellas. I definitely need a lot more like detailing and texturing later on, but maybe I should move on to the background. I don't want to start working in the background because I'm so like not confident in the background. Anyways, start the stream. I talked about how I watched Nerzat 2 and it's really good. Anyone here has heard of or watched Nerzat 2? Nejat 2, whatever you want to, however you pronounce it. I'm Chinese, I know how to pronounce Chinese words. No. It is a Chinese animated movie that broke a fuck ton of records, I think. Well, it like is the highest grossing animated movie right now. It even beat like every fucking Disney movie. And I watched it with my family tonight and it was really good. Yeah, it was really good. Except for the potty humor in some areas, but yeah. Hi Kawa, welcome back. And if you guys are an animation fan, definitely give it a watch. It's really it's really well done. I had gym. Congrats on gymming. I want to fucking die. Never mind. But yeah, good movie. Go watch it or don't. I don't really care. Personally, like I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it was. So like, yeah, you'll give it a watch. You don't need to watch the first movie. Maybe if you want to go watch the first movie. I didn't watch the first movie. I just went straight into like the second movie because, yeah, my parents watched the first movie last night on TV because they recorded it. There was no English subtitles, so I didn't want to watch it. And also, I had an art stream, so. I still gotta wait for it to premiere here. The benefits of living in a Asian... Wait, you live in an Asian country, never mind. Well, I live in a country that has a lot of Chinese speakers. It means I'm gonna get Chinese movies here, like, quicker. You guys are gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Ignore that, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm kind of just fucking around with like different layer effects to try to improve my thing. I've been trying to use the burn layer effect. It's pretty good. I just don't know like what the best way of using it is. And I also don't want to overdo it with like the gradient slash rendering or whatever the fuck. Out of curiosity, what language did you watch it in? Chinese. I don't even know if it has any dubs because it's a Chinese movie. And I understood about 5%, no, less than 5% of the Chinese because half the time I can't even hear what they're saying. And it's mainland Chinese. It's so much different than like the Chinese that I speak. I just read the English subtitles the entire time. First one didn't have dub, so maybe. Well, I feel like when I watch media, I usually tend to watch them like not dubbed. Just because like the best voice acting you're gonna get is definitely going to always be mostly like 99% of the time it's always gonna be like, you know, the original language. And also like the lip syncing just feels better, you know, because obviously when it's dubbed, there's no actual lip syncing, which can make it feel a little bit weird. I'm definitely like, whichever media I watch, if I'm watching like Squid Game, I'm watching in Korean. If I'm watching an anime, I'm watching in Japanese. If I'm watching something that's in English, I'm watching in English. If I have to watch something in Chinese, I'll watch it in Chinese. Like, I don't really care. I think like having it be in English just so I can understand what they're saying isn't like that important. Like, I can just read the subtitles. I'm used to reading subtitles. Because like, you know, different cultures have different ways of like speaking. So like, it's gonna be really weird when it's like translated, right? Because they have their own way of like exaggerating or like, you know, like conveying like certain emotions that are like limited to like the language. So like, it'll be really weird when it's like dubbed, which is why like most times if I have to watch something that's like in a different language, I'll just watch it in that language. Obviously I mean, I watch a lot of animes or whatever, but like, I've never really watched any. I don't think I've ever really watched anything that isn't in like some sort of Asian language. So like, I've never watched something that's like in French or German or anything. But like, which is like, I'm a little bit afraid of watching something that's not in like some sort of Asian language because I'm used to listening to like people speak Chinese or Japanese or Korean because there's a lot of that over here. Chinese movies do have that high note end in their speech. Yeah, I guess. I still hate that the fucking Nerja 2 ads that I get on my fucking YouTube is like the worst fucking ad possible to advertise the fucking movie. It's a 5-second ad where Nerja says like the most obnoxious fucking line in the most obnoxious way, and it's like the only time they use like a very obnoxious tone in like the entire movie, and they decided, yep, this is the best way to advertise our movie, let's use this. And I'm just like, why? This actively made me scared and not want to watch the movie. But thank God the rest of the movie was nothing like that. Maybe they were more like that in the first movie. I think they just matured in the second movie or something. I don't know. The only ad I saw for that movie involves Nerja poking a gopher. Well, the thing about the ad that I have, it's not even like advertising the movie. It's like something else. Like it's showing like a picture of Nerja, and then it's showing like a picture of a little girl cosplaying as Nerja, and then it's like just advertising like products or some fucking shit. I don't fucking know what they're advertising, but like it's not doing a good job of like making me want to watch the movie. Oh, that's for sure. Like I'm pretty sure it did the opposite of the job that it's supposed to do. It did, yeah, made me not want to watch the movie. I'm trying to put as much detail into the character because I really don't want to draw the background. So now I'm just trying my best to like put as much attention as possible into the character. I don't want to touch the background. The background's scary. Drawing backgrounds killed my grandma. I said I was gonna stream longer today. I don't want to work on the background. And I also don't want to overdo it with like the lighting because like it's not meant to be like that detailed. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Okay, I mean, I still have to. I have to work on the tusk just a little bit more, but like, can't avoid it. Gotta work on the background at one point, and better start now so I don't have to worry about it later. God, I hate backgrounds. I'm always like, how do people like get good at drawing backgrounds? Obviously, draw more backgrounds, but like the process of drawing a background is so much different from drawing a character. It's like, where do you start? How do you layer everything? How do you get everything to like work together? Do you do a sketch? Do you not do a sketch? Because like I'm gonna be drawing each different element of like the background individually. Like it's like, you know, equivalent of me drawing a different character, except instead of a character, it's like a different element in the background. And it's like, I'm afraid that they're gonna look all too different from each other and not like, you know, each different, you know how in like a cartoon show or something, usually they have like a background and it's obviously like, yeah, this is a background, but then there's one thing in the background that is just slightly off, and that thing that's slightly off, it's slightly off because it's something that the character picks up. Because like, oh, you know, we need to animate like a character picking up this item, and it's gonna like look weird if like the background is super detailed and then this character picks up a really detailed item. So they make the item like less detailed on purpose so it's easy to animate. So like, for example, there's like a bookshelf, except like one of the books is clearly like slightly different colored and slightly different arts. Like the style for it is just like slightly different. And it's like, yeah, you know that item is gonna be picked up by the fucking character. That's like the equivalent of what I'm doing, except it's every fucking item. Because every item is gonna look like unique, but like not in a good way, where like, you know, it doesn't really fit each other. Oh, so I'm sweating. That's NEP. Hi, Devitor. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? I'm doing work. Work. I hate coloring tusks. It's like usually tusks are more yellowish, but like my lighting is, you know, in shadow, which means it's not that yellow. So now it's just like really blue. Maybe I should add an overlay layer to make it at least look a little bit yellow. Wait, why did I do that? How you doing, Devitor? Trying to make a illustrative painting for portfolio, except it's also just for myself. Maybe I should have done this piece in black and white, but I'm also lazy to do grayscale to color. But grayscale to color actually worked really well in my favor for one of my art pieces. Yeah, something like this, it's just like very slightly, you know, because it's like yellow and blue are the opposite sides of the fucking color wheel. So like having to add blue shadow to something that's warm or like yellow specifically is a fucking nightmare. Because the colors contradict each other too much. It's really annoying. Good enough. How long can I avoid drawing the background for? Not much longer. I can add as much detail as I want into like the fucking character, but I eventually have to draw the background, and I hate that. I'm gonna keep trying to avoid drawing the background. I'm gonna add as much fucking detail to the face as possible, as humanly possible. But I should start in the background today because I'm not gonna be able to finish the entire background in one day. I'm gonna be doing this tomorrow as well. And I do still have quite a lot of time to like stream. I'm still gonna be streaming for like at least an hour. I'll avoid working in the background for as long as I can, but eventually I have to start working in the background. Color theory is hard. I don't know how to imply cold colors with my lighting. Is it more saturated or less saturated? Because usually like grayer colors feel more cold. But like having a color be literally blue is also colder. This orange. Orange? This apple is too orange. That's fine. I'll care about it later. Choked on my own fucking saliva. And I still need to add a lot of fucking detail to like the clothing. except a lot of this detailing can be done later. I don't want to touch the background. I just want to not do the background. Whoops! How did that happen? I think this part of the beard is kind of weird looking. And that's totally not just an excuse to like not draw the background. Okay, fine, don't draw the background, Jesus, fuck me. Okay, I don't know how to go about doing it though, because like my entire background is like, looks like this, and then I had to like add lighting. Fuck. Okay, let me figure something out. Okay. Because do I want to have everything be separated into different layers, or do I want to work with the entire background basically being in one layer? Because if I work with everything in separate layers, it's going to be really annoying. Okay, get out of here, character. Alright, let me figure this out. No way, I can't do that. Right. Fuck. Come on. Okay, yeah, I have no idea how to start with the background. Because I don't want to just YOLO it, because it's going to be really fucking annoying to try to figure out like how to layer everything. How do people work with backgrounds? Okay, I think best way to work with the background is to start with foreground. I think working with the foreground is good because I can just add things from front to back. Maybe. Maybe? I don't fucking know. What the? I love breakcore cat music. No, I have no idea how to do this part. Oh wait, what? And I still need to draw background characters. I'm so fucking cooked, dude. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna work on the ground. How do I layer anything? Fuck me. The problem that I'm running into right now is that I have my lighting and shadows on a multiply and dodge layer that goes over like the entire background, except each different background element is like drawn individually. And if I want to like merge it, it's gonna be really fucking annoying to like figure this out, because now like, oh, I'm gonna do the floor, and now it's like, oh, the floor is in front of like half my layers, which is why like I wanted to do from top to bottom, but it's so fucking frustrating. But I can't really just work on the ground if I don't know what the fuck is above it. I guess we're doing it this way. I mean, the ground is not that like hard to do anyway, so actually no. Fuck, how do I go about doing this? Do I really want to just copy and paste every single fucking layer? Either that or I just work with everything on the same layer, except everything here is like not final. I just put this here so I have like a reference for like what the background will look like a little bit, but everything is like subjected to change a lot, so like fuck. Cause I'm kinda hungry. What do I do? What to do? How do I go about drawing the background? Maybe I do need to just Copy and paste every fucking layer. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do that. I'm just gonna copy every fucking layer individually. Fuck me. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare. Okay, some of these don't actually need to be in separate layers. Oh god. Wait, I did it wrong. I'm killing myself. Haha, JK. Ah, fuck. Well, time to start over. Fuck me. Hey, why is there a singular layer here? Hey, where did you come from? I did it wrong again. Oh, but like stuff like the carpet I want to like design and shit. But then I can't really design it if I just copy it. Ah, fuck it, whatever. I'll figure it out. I always do, I think, hopefully. You see why I hate drawing backgrounds? It's because I don't fucking know what the optimal like art process is. When I'm drawing a fucking character, like 90% of the time, I work on it in one layer. It's only like difficult when I have like foreshortening and I have to like figure out how to work around the foreshortening. Do I have to, you know, I have to like separate a few layers sometimes. But like in general, like, you know, when I'm drawing a character, everything's in one layer. It's so fucking easy to like figure it out. But like if I'm drawing like a background, each component of the background has to be a separate layer. Otherwise it's gonna be really hard to like work around it sometimes. There we go. I did it. I separated every layer. Okay, let's... You know what? Fuck it. Let's just work from top down. Let's just figure out this basket. I do have a few references of like baskets to use. But how much detail do I want to add? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. Ad break, sorry. Actually, I think a better way of doing this is doing this. I'm just trying to like imply some sort of sand texture. Well, not sand texture, but like, you know, like not have the entire ground just be smooth. I can add the texture later if I want to, or if I need to. Wait, he's sitting on a... Okay, no, he's not. Okay, good. I'm so hungry. I had an early dinner today. I ate at like 6. And it's already like 1:30, so it's been like 7 hours since the last I ate. Did I do my math right? 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. I ate some popcorn, but that's not enough. Oh wait, the ad break hasn't started. Now it started. Okay. See you guys in 3 minutes. Guess I'll ignore the ground for now. Okay, let's figure out this fucking basket of apples that I clearly know how to draw. Fuck. I'm cooked. Well, for starters, I kind of want the basket and the apples to be in separate layers. That should be easy enough. Let's get out of here, man. Oh. I'm actually really hungry. I said I was gonna stream longer, but now I'm like, I kind of want to go eat. I'll stream for like at least 30 more minutes. I mean, I can at least go for 30 more minutes. I'll try to get like at least a semblance of background done, which is not a lot. Stream for 2 more hours, but I'm hungry. And I'm also getting demotivated working on this because I don't want to drop backgrounds, man. Luckily, most of this is in shadow, so... Actually, no, the entire like part is in shadow, so it's fine. I mean, it's kind of therapeutic, like trying to, like, you know, just slowly work away at this. The only issue with working on this is I'm not confident in the art process. Because, you know, like a lot of the times when I'm like just working on something, it's always just like trust the process. But usually that's on something that I know how to draw, or like something that I've worked on like a million times. But then something like this, I've never tried drawing a basket of apples in shadow before, so like it's kind of terrifying in a way to like figure this out, because like I could be taking like the wrong steps and have to like redo everything just because like I just did everything wrong to start with, which is why like it's kind of hard. I mean, it's kind of shaping out to look like a bunch of apples, probably, hopefully. My objective for this piece is to dare I say not use Gaussian blur at all? Okay, I can't not use Gaussian blur because foreground needs to be Gaussian blurred, but other than foreground, my objective is to not have to Gaussian blur the background. At least not that much. Actually, can I get away with not Gaussian blurring at all? I can, like, just a hint of Gaussian blur just for like the parts that are very, very clearly not meant to be like, you know, meant to actually be out of focus. But like in general, no Gaussian blurring, because this piece, I Gaussian blur my backgrounds too often, just so I can get away with like not detailing. Yeah, hi, PC. I don't know why I blanked, even though I can read your name like right there. I don't know, kitties making noises in this song. Not that I'm complaining, but. Heard the sound of kittens? Yeah, that's you guys. That's you guys in the background. You guys are like mewing. You guys are so noisy. Oh my god, penis music. For those that don't know, this song is literally called Eek, the penis Eek. A single cat father. I am not a cat, but I am a father of cats. If I mean, I want to be a father of cats. My life goal, like when I'm like 80 years old, is to own a cat sanctuary and just take care of like 18 billion cats. And to just rescue cats and everything. Do you need to have like veterinarian expertise to like do that, or can you just be a person? Because there's so many cats out there that need to be rescued. I need to rescue all of the cats, otherwise they're dead. And I don't want cats to be dead, you know? You guys feel me? What are you guys' favorite animals? You guys have a favorite animal? And why is it a cat? And if it's not a cat, why? Okay, to be fair, I think like a lot of people that I know are usually like some sort of animal adjacent or an actual animal as like a VTuber, like Big Ham and Eros. It's a guinea pig. Why is yours a guinea pig when you're a fucking penguin? Why don't you be a guinea pig VTuber, Dan? A wasp? What is wrong with you? If you're being serious, what the fuck? God, I'm actually so hungry. Oh god, I want to cook instant noodles after this. Because I killed 15 big ass wasps in the last 2 weeks and I have no idea how they're getting in my home. That doesn't make it your favorite animal. It just means you're killing them. Why would that be your favorite animal? It's like, oh, I've killed like a billion ants in my life. They're my favorite animals. I love ants. Like, no, the fuck you don't. Hello? You just like murdering ants. What the fuck? I got to see their thorax. The blue was pretty. What? What's that mean? You're a psychopath. You're a psychopath. I like this shade of blue on him. What the fuck? You okay? Should I be worried? Oh, I'm actually so hungry. Oh god. It's like a midnight blue of a faint light. What are you talking about? So hungry. So hungry. Also, guys, it's Hellboy Day today. Happy Hellboy Day. Oh no, did I merge all my layers already? Oh fuck, I think I made it a little bit too blue. It's fine, I think it's okay. Actually, maybe I can like lower the blue. Oh wait, that's the wrong layer. Yeah, that's fine. I may have gone insane wasp hunting. Why are you hunting wasps? Unless you're just hunting the ones that are at your house. Guys, I might call it after I finish this basket of apples. I'm so hungry. Why did I think this was the song that was gonna come up next and it actually came up? Like in my head, I was like about to hum this tune. And how about you, Ribby? I mean, other than cats, I like owls. I like a lot of birds. Owls used to be my favorite animal. Until cats, I guess. Even though, like, owls are literally just cats with wings. But yeah, I like cats. I like owls. I used to like owls a lot. The very first like animal cafe I went to was actually an owl cafe, not a cat cafe. In Japan, I went to a owl cafe somewhere in, was it in Shinjuku? It might have just been in like somewhere random in Tokyo. It was very, I wouldn't want to say it was awkward, but it was like on the 6th floor of like a random ass building, and there was nobody there except for, you know, the person running the place. And my brother and I, we were like 15, 16 at the time. So neither of us knew how to speak Japanese. I mean, we still don't. So we were just like struggling to communicate with the one person that was like running the Al Cafe. Like the guy was friendly and nice and all, and I didn't feel like it was awkward at all. But then it was, you know, it was just still like just one Japanese man and like two children at a Al Cafe, except we're like we don't speak the language. But it was awesome. It was nice. We got to pet some owls. It was cool. And we used Google Translate to speak with the person. And the most we said was "Fukuro wa kawaii desu ne." Totemo kawaii. You know, for how popular Japan is as a tourist spot, I'm surprised English is not more like spoken there. Obviously, there's probably like a decent amount of people that may speak Japanese, like English there. But you know, Japan is so popular in like Western culture that I'm surprised that, you know, English education isn't as like big there. I mean, they don't need to, obviously, because why the fuck would they need to speak English? But like, you know, money, being able to like communicate with foreigners is such a like important skill. Okay, not an important skill, but I feel like, you know, there's a lot of benefits to it. I'm sure like in a few years, like the amount of people that actually can speak English there is gonna increase, but like for now it's like, you know, it's a, like meh. But to be fair, I feel like most countries probably don't have like English speaking as like one of the things that they can do, unless you're in the country that has English as a main language. Like coming to my country is really easy. Why? Because you can just speak English here. You don't need to fucking learn my home language or Chinese. You can just speak English here. It's crazy. Because literally 80% of the population here can probably speak to you in English, and like if you go to a store to order food, guess what? They're probably gonna ask you in English. That's like the one good thing about, okay, not the one good thing, but that's like one of the good things about like my country. It's that you can just speak English here, man. According to my job, that's because most people want to do business with Japan, not the other way around, so people tend to learn Japanese instead. Ooh, that's actually really interesting, like, take. I mean, not take, but, you know, like, interesting, thing. Oh, I mean, that's true. But I also feel like, you know, because, like, there's so many tourists in Japan. It would be really... Oh, I guess, like, when you're in Tokyo, you can speak English, but when you're, like, in somewhere like Hokkaido, you can't really speak English. Awesome, I spent like 30 minutes drawing a basket of apples. And now I have to do another one, but with like oranges. You can speak English in Hokkaido pretty easily. Not gonna lie, as long as you're not in the countryside. When I was in Hokkaido, I actually my brother had to mostly speak Japanese. I feel like even though we were going to like a lot of touristy spots, I guess we were kind of in the countryside. Yeah, but like in general, like I feel like you have to like mostly speak Japanese. We were traveling all over like Hokkaido, not just like Sapporo, so. And that's why most Japanese who can speak English has at least traveled or studied in another country. That's fair. I feel like, I mean, obviously, it's a very American take, despite not being American. But like, English has been such a like common language that like, you know, the letters are always, you know, we always use like the English alphabet in like a lot of our writings and shit like that, even if it's not like writing English specifically. And just like in general, like English has become such a prominent language in society to the point where like I feel like having a basic English like class should be like, okay, not should, I'm just saying random shit, okay, but like, you know, I feel like most schools should at least teach like English, which I'm sure like most schools actually do. Because like even here, like when even if you're not in an international school, they do teach like basic level English in like the schools here, and like I feel like most schools should probably do that, right? But like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most schools already do that actually. So like, I'm kind of just like spouting bullshit out of my mouth. Ignore me. The hand does look a little bit weird. It is literally my own hand as a reference though. What the? I just got a friend request on Discord. Except it's not even showing up on my own Discord. Wait, what? Why did I get a friend request from... What? I got a friend request from Big Ham despite already being friends with... What? What? Weird. Anyways, I think that is where I will call it. I am really hungry. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go find someone to raid into. I can't believe you're not friends with Big Ham. Well, she had to make a new account. Cause her previous one got hacked. Alright, you know what? I'll return the favor to Hatch. They raided into me last time I was playing Split Fiction. Go say hi to Hatch. They're literally just starting. They're still in their starting screen. Go say hi to Hatch. I'm gonna go eat and also like check out the things that Big Ham sent me. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be working on this tomorrow as well. And hopefully I get more progress done than this, so. Hey, I think I did I copied and pasted one of the things wrong. Hey. Let me find that. Where is it? There we go. Oops. All right, bye. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm so hungry I could eat a Ross. Come here. Ow. Wait, fuck, Amana is streaming? You're fucking kidding me. It didn't show for me. Ah, okay, bye. Didn't realize Amana was gonna fucking stream. I mean, like, Hatch is cool anyways. Go say hi. I mean, yeah, Hatch is cool. Well, bye.